Unless it disconnects again, in which case we're going to redo all of this. Anyway, welcome back to Wing Commander Saga. Let's just go before I can break any more. Some of you may remember I did do a playthrough on this before. Made about a third of the way through the game and then realized that there were some serious issues with the video recordings that didn't show up before I uploaded them. So...
Approaching Nav 4, I've got 2 sensor contacts on my scopes.
Roger that. Stay on my wing and we'll check them out.
I've got visual contact with 2 shuttles.
Confirmed. Stand by, Echo 2.
Inbound shuttles, this is Echo 1. Please identify yourselves.
This is Shuttle Bravo Sierra 80. Our little convoy is bringing you some new trainees.
Good, we've been expecting you.
Welcome to the Oberon system. It may not be the end of the universe, but I swear you can see it from here. But it's a good place to keep the rookies out of trouble. So, are these guys any better than the last batch you sent us?
That's for you fighter jockeys to decide. Me, I'm just a bus driver.
Yeah, well, we'll figure that out soon enough. I'm transferring nav data for the Wellington. Whenever you're ready, we'll take these kids to their new home.
Now, we are still talking about the Wellington, right? That's probably the first time in a few decades she's been referred to as new.
Well, she may not be state-of-the-art, but she gets the job done.
Incoming shuttle convoy, this is Wellington Control. Please identify yourselves.
Wellington Control, this is Shuttle Bravo Sierra 80 and Alpha Romeo 61, requesting permission for approach.
Shuttle Bravo Sierra 80, you are cleared for landing. Shuttle Alpha Romeo 61, give us a second to reset to ALCS and we'll bring you in. Welcome to the TCS Wellington.
So, yeah. Oh boy. In no universe am I going to read all of this, but I am going to scroll through it so you guys can see all of it. Anyway, now that we have a moment, I had tried to play through this game previously, and some video processing issues came up. I hope they're not going to play this Let's Play as well, so I figured we'll just do it live. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not expecting you, those of you on stream, to be able to read this. You can pause the video, and it should work. It's mostly just world building that they didn't want to do, like, cutscenes for, which I understand. I wouldn't want to either. Kitty Sandman. Jesus Christ, I love it. That's too far.
Good morning, newcomers. As you may know, my name is Major Boz. I'm the executive officer of this fighter wing and the squadron leader of the Diamondbacks.
Hi, Boz.
In case you didn't know, we're in the Oberon system of the Vega sector. Today, we will be doing basic flight training to understand the ins and outs of using your fighters, as well as covering some basic navigational skills. For this exercise, we will be flying the F-27 Arrow. The latest version of this versatile reconnaissance fighter interceptor was recently deployed to active duty, replacing both the Ferret and the Epi. It's light, fast, and maneuverable. Respect the Arrow, and the Arrow will respect you. If you recall the technical specifications, the Arrow can carry a large number of missiles. For this hop though, you won't have any. We wouldn't want any of you rookies to go around blowing yourself or your wingmen up, now would we? Sandman, Champ, and Panzer, I'm your instructor for this hop. You other newbies will have one of the Wellington's other veteran pilots as your trainer. Pilots, board your fighters and launch from the Wellington only after you have orders from your instructor. Sandman, Champ, and Panzer, don't touch anything in your cockpit before I tell you to. Dismissed.
Okay, I'm gonna hope that my throttle doesn't immediately kick into gear and launch me.
Alright, pilots, let's get started, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
I was born ready. Okay then. First we will exit the carrier's hangar bay before we review some basic controls. I have taken over control of your fighters for the moment, so sit back and relax.
Okay, good. I don't have to
Wellington
worry.
Control, we are ready. Request permission to launch.
Lieutenant Bredezel here, Major. I will bring you home at the end of your workday. Be advised that we have other training wings active in the area. You are cleared for takeoff.
I have returned the ship's controls back to you, Lieutenants, but I've also accessed your shipboard computers, and they will send you periodic messages. Now, target my fighter, Lieutenants. Nothing more, nothing less.
Target acquired.
Okay, that
I have a
makes
strong
sense.
lock, sir.
Okay, you got it. Keep me targeted. Now let's review some basic engine controls. But don't touch anything until I tell you to do so.
Yes, yes.
Is this really necessary, sir? We've been over this 1,000 times.
Not under my supervision, you haven't. And if you were going to fly my birds, I want to be absolutely certain you know what you are doing.
Ooh, are those mud sharks? Oh, I want one. Give me. Oh, my favorite fighter ever. Yes, yes, thank you. Tab activates afterburners, I'm aware.
Understand those commands?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
During missions, if you forget any of the controls, the computer can give you a reference to all this stuff again.
Now that's real convenient. Can I start flying now?
An additional command is the match speed order. Target my fighter, and then match my speed. Do this now.
It's M for match.
Flight control is set to match speed, Major.
Good. Now follow my fighter. Be sure to stay close. Your ship will now match speed with every ship you have targeted, even hostiles, until you cancel it. This can be useful for tailing enemies without overshooting them and ending up in front of their guns.
And... Gotcha! Not really, that would instantly fail the mission. Adjustment joystick sensitivity. But this will be fine for now.
Now pilots, I want you to gain a real appreciation for exactly what your job is as a fighter pilot. Look around you. You are responsible for the safety of every one of these capital ships. I don't want you to sacrifice yourself needlessly, but if the situation requires, you are expected to give your life in defense of these ships. You are expendable. They are not.
Yes, sir.
Sound a little intimidated, Sandman. It's a big job, but you won't be expected to do it alone. Just take care of your wingman, and he'll take care of you. That's the first rule of combat. Always watch your wingman 6. Your lives depend on it.
Did you hear that, Panzer? The Major just gave me the permission to keep an eye on your 6.
Not that you haven't been doing that all along.
Let's move on with our training, shall we? Select Nav-1 and engage autopilot.
Proceed to next waypoint.
And Alt-Alpha. Ah, the classic Wing Commander autopilot thing. I love it. It's nostalgic.
All clear. You pups remember the procedure to proceed to Nav-2?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Well then, punch it again.
Nav-2 is up there,
Proceed
right?
to next waypoint.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually going to... There, F2, joystick sensitivity, dropping down to that, accept it. Ah, that's so much better! Oh, God. That was horrible. Fucking twitchy stick. Anyway, the reason this game is so near and dear to my heart is one of my first games after TIE Fighter, which was, I believe, the first video game I ever played, was Wing Commander Prophecy. And so, the ships and story of all of this are... Yeah, I love them. This is set well before Prophecy. I believe this is what just disconnected.
Set course to Nav-3. You getting the hang of this?
Yes, sir.
I just lost control.
Okay, hit it again.
Proceed to next waypoint.
That's not good. There we go. Okay, just don't kick the cable. That should have been obvious. So that's the kind of stream this is going to be, where everything breaks. Awesome, I love these.
That's one of our Corvettes. Be nice, will ya? Close up into formation with me.
Hey, Arrows! Nice to see a friendly face.
Same goes for you. How's it going?
We're on picket duty in this backwater system. The monotony tends to grind on you after a while. There's nothing here but space dust, asteroids, and boredom.
Well, as you can see, we've got a new gaggle of trainees. Maybe they can liven up your day.
So you want us to give them some authentic training?
Sure, why not? Lieutenants, I have switched your weapons to training mode, so damage and hits will only be simulated. Attack the Corvette and try to inflict hull damage greater than 90%. On the other hand, pilots, you'll each be considered eliminated if your own simulated integrity gets below 50%.
Watch and learn, folks.
Right, I forgot. Get straight. Oh, shit.
computer shows the Corvette should be crippled now.
Oh crap! We just got beat by a wing of plebes. Looks like you've been training them good, Major. Anyways, we've checked your nav point back to the Wellington. Got a clear way home. Roger that. Good job, Sandman. You handled that well. Pilots, let's head course back to the Wellington.
Good job out there, David. Your game was right on.
You did great too, Angela. Thanks for having my back.
You did all right. Now let's get moving.
Proceed to
Stop
next waypoint.
flirting and get back to the mission. Ugh. Kids.
Viking, how did your trainees do? Not bad, sir. Not bad at all. We might make pilots out of them yet. That's what they pay us for. TCS Wellington, request permission to land.
Finish taking the baby chicks out for a spin?
Of course. Now it's time to bring them home to roost. Alright, Lieutenants. This concludes our little trip. Go ahead and land. We'll meet at debriefing.
Mission complete.
Hello, Wellington.
Good job out there, Sandman. You handled that arrow like an old pro, and you showed some leadership potential with your wing. Anyways, overall you did a good job out there today. We'll see if you can keep it up when the heavier training begins. Dismissed.
Oop. Oh Christ. More text. Maybe a little vengeance now and then is good for the soul? That's a concern.
Good morning, pilots. Since none of you ended up sucking vacuum on your first training exercise, Lieutenant Colonel Mitchell asked if we could keep from screwing up a few simple milk runs. You may consider them to be on-the-job training. Today we are tasked with escorting the shuttles and transports that brought you newbies, along with the replacement equipment and supplies you will use for the next few weeks out of the system. Each of you will be detailed a convoy of a few shuttles or transports, depending on their destination. Personnel shuttle launches have been staggered so that at least one of the Diamondback senior officers will be able to observe you rookies and hold your hands on this mission. As soon as you return, the next escort flight will launch and so on. Check the computers for your assignments. Sandman, you'll be with me on this run. The transport TCS Aurora is headed for the Edding system. We will hook up with the transport and ensure its safe passage. Lieutenants Chaplin and Chrysologo will be joining us. We have set up a 4-point navigational route, passing by an asteroid field and finally leading to the Eddings jump point at Nav 4. As soon as the transport has been safely delivered, we will return to the Wellington.
Oh, right. Escort the Aurora. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Eep, eep, eep.
Shuttle Bravo Sierra 80, you're cleared for takeoff. Your escort is waiting for you at the designated rendezvous coordinates.
I didn't have my throttle zeroed. Whoops.
You have permission to launch, Lieutenant.
This is Sandman, awaiting orders for escort mission.
Nice to meet you, Sandman. They call me Assassin. And they call me Ninja. Nice to meet you, kid.
Nice to meet you too. How long have you guys been on the Wellington?
For a few months. We got put here right after the Battle of Earth.
You guys fought in it?
Yeah, we were in the same ferret squadron. It was actually our first mission right out of the academy. All of us who survived were all promoted one rank after that escapade.
That's really cool.
Yeah, well, not all of us rookies survived. Well, it made for one heck of a career starter. Sandman, I see you met Assassin and Ninja. They're good pilots. The record at the Battle of Earth and their service on the Wellington has proven that. You do well to watch them closely. For the most part. Sometimes their communications decorum is a little lax. I'd rather not have you pick up that particular habit.
Ah, come on, Major. If we've got to fight a war, I think we've got the right to have at least a little fun while we do it.
We all need to blow a little steam now and then. Don't push it. When have we ever pushed the line? You want a list?
No, thanks.
Good. Send navigation to Nav-1.
Roger that, Major. Sandman, out.
Hey, Sandman, don't forget to hook up with the transport's autopilot system. Fly within 950 clicks of the transport to make the link.
Autopilot link established.
This is the TCS Aurora. Autopilot linked. We are ready to go, Lieutenant.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Oh boy, escorting a transport. How could this possibly go wrong? Take your guesses, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to shoot us today?
We have reached Nav-1. Scopes are clear. How are you doing so far, Sandman?
Fine. Just fine.
Yeah, it's about this time on an escort mission when the boredom really starts to set in. You gotta be careful to stay focused. You can start to daydream, and if you're not careful, you could even drift off to sleep. Speaking of which, Major, I've been having these weird dreams lately.
About evil Kilrathi waiting to snatch you from under your bed?
No, really, it's kinda different.
And how is that, Lieutenant?
You always appear wearing old cowboy attire and leather chaps with no pants.
Oh, not that one again! I love that dream.
Will you two morons shut up? You are going to traumatize poor Sandman for life.
Sorry, sir.
And this is what can happen when you get bored on a transport escort run. Ugh, scary stuff.
Transport runs are important to the Confederation war effort, Sandman. Our combat forces need fuel, weapons, and supplies. We could lose the war by losing too many transports, even if we didn't lose a single capital ship.
Yes, sir.
Good. You can be taught. Let's move on.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I love these two. Like, oh, sincerely. They're some of the best characters in the game. That's one thing I've always loved about the Wing Commander series. Like, entertaining characters and really, really good fighter combat. Which, speaking of, let's see what happens up next.
We have arrived at Nav-2. I have visual on an asteroid field.
Kilrathian pirates aren't the only threat to our transports. Now, you see those rocks in front of you? Those are called asteroids. They float around and run into things and hurt them. We're here to keep that from happening to the transport. If any asteroids stray too close to the transport, your job is to blast them.
Yes, sir. But, sir, if the asteroids are dangerous, why not just steer the transport clear of them?
It's the enemy we can't see that is most dangerous, Sandman. The asteroids provide cover and help us hide our supply routes. Right now, we are just going to skirt the edge of the field. It will provide some natural ECM for us and decrease the likelihood of us being detected.
Even though there likely isn't anything out there trying to detect us. That's standard precautions and all, you know.
Keep in mind, though, that the ECM works both ways. So we probably won't see anything the size of a light fighter hiding in the asteroids until it is practically on top of us. So, keep your eyes open for anything in the asteroids.
So,
Proceed
look
to
directly
next
away from the
waypoint.
asteroids and wait to be shot. Got it. Alrighty. Yeah, the opening tutorial campaign is pretty slow. I know someone out there is thinking that. But don't worry, it heats up a lot soon enough. Oh, son.
We've arrived at Nav-3. I'm reading a lot of rocks and not much else.
Looks like there's no danger here after all. Should we proceed to the next nav point?
Wait a second. I've got some strange readings on the scope. Analyzing... Contact! I'm picking up multiple bogies in the asteroid field. Computer reads as Razor and Demon class fighters. IFF is negative.
You spoke too soon, Sandman. Look sharp.
I'm seeing it too. Looks like the vessels are Terran.
Could they be mercenaries or militia?
If they were, they would have told us that already. They're probably just pirates.
Pirates? How? What would they be doing here?
Sandman, just because we've been fighting the Kilrathi for the past 35 years or so, doesn't mean piracy and other criminal activities have just come to a screeching halt.
Well, then let's take them out.
Well, you need to warn them first. They are citizens of the Confederation after all. Assassin, read them their rights.
Unidentified fighters. This is Aero Escort flight from the TCS Wellington. You have the right to get the hell away from us. You have the right to tell us that you are pirate scumbags. And you have the right to attack us and get blown to space dust. What are your intentions, over?
Die, pig! You know, I'm actually feeling kind of disappointed here. I was hoping for an matey or something like that.
Sir, I don't think he liked his rights.
I don't think so either.
Bandits are accelerating to attack speed, heading directly for the Aurora.
That does it. Break formation and open fire. Protect the TCS Aurora at all costs.
Yes, sir. Breaking formation and opening fire.
TCS Wellington, the Aurora is under attack by pirate forces at Nav 3. Request backup. Over.
Request acknowledged, Major.
Okay, Sandman, this is the real thing, so keep your eyes open. If missiles are fired at you, you need to make sure to use your countermeasures. Remember, your missile alarm will beep faster the closer the missile gets to you. When it gets close, drop a countermeasure, get your afterburners, and bank hard. That will be the best chance for evading the missile.
Take out those demons first. They're capable of carrying a heavy missile load that could seriously damage the Aurora. I'll rip your friggin' head off!
Yeah, I bet. Well, resistance.
Sending you to hell now. Bam! What's it say in your manual about this?
Excuse me. God, the Aurora's at 68% already.
Sending you to hell now. Bam!
Razors.
I'll rip your friggin' head off!
I think I shut out one of his engines. Auto match.
Confed pilots suck.
You the guy who's like me?
Confed pilots suck.
You shut. We may suck, we're better than you, so.
what's it say in your manual about this? Suck.
There we go.
Yeah. What's it say in your manual about this?
Yeah, it's been a while since I played this. I've got you.
Yeah. What's it say in your manual about this?
You know what my manual says about you? That's what it says. It says ram him in the face. There you go. And finally, let's see how badly the Aurora.
Major, the fighters are taking off. Let them go. Return to escort formation.
But we could...
Get back here, Sandman, or I'll remove you from the flight roster. We can't leave the transport vulnerable chasing after a few kills.
Acknowledged, Major. I'm returning to escort formation.
Major, this is Viking. We were told you were under attack. We're here to offer assistance.
We were under attack, Viking, but we destroyed several of them and drove off the rest. They are fleeing into the asteroid field.
What's the status of your wing?
We are optional. Sandman didn't do half bad in a real fight.
Went straight in and unloaded missiles, so there wasn't really much we could have done.
This is TCS George Custer performing jump point control. Did you have any problems out there, Alpha Wing?
We ran into a few pirates, but we were able to beat them back.
Pirates, That's surprising. TCS Aurora, we're ready to assume escort.
Affirmative. Thanks for the escort work, Major.
We'll guard the transport until she leaves the system. You're relieved of your escort duty.
Roger that. Alpha Wing, let's get back to the Wellington. Set course back home to Nav 5.
Roger that.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I will never say that I am good at this game. I will never say that. But I do love this game.
Mission complete.
Welcome back, Alpha Wing. The flight deck is free. You have clearance to land. Good job out there.
Roger, Wellington Control. Alright, boys. We can go back home now.
Hallelujah. Just enjoy that soundtrack for a second.
Very nice work, Sandman. We were all taken by surprise by those pirates in the system. You kept your cool, followed orders, and fought well, and kept yourself and your wing from getting smeared to nanoparticles. Don't let your reputation of being the top prospect in your class go to your head, but you did well enough out there today.
Yay! Alright, let's see what the next mission is. And maybe we'll do it, maybe we'll stop the stream for now. Oh boy, more text. Do-do-do. Boy.
Pilots, as you may have all heard, during our escort missions yesterday, a group of pirates attacked the transport Aurora. Several pirates successfully escaped from the engagement. Despite the confirmed pirate presence in the system, we are going to continue with our training as scheduled. If you encounter pirates or any hostiles during your training flights, you are not to engage without direct orders. We are short of tasks in this sector at the moment, so you will be assigned to a different class of fighter for a few training missions. Some of you guys will fly the F-86C Hellcat 5, a wonderful multi-purpose fighter which you will fly a lot in the future. Others will get to fly the F-66B Thunderbolt 7, a heavy fighter that can absorb and dish out severe pain. Upon launch, we will fly to the nearest asteroid belt. We will then use the asteroids for target practice, but, and hear me well, do not fire any missiles without permission. Every missile you fire without my express say-so will be taken out of your pay. Those things aren't cheap, and the taxpayers don't like paying for trainees who get trigger happy.
Okay, let's see what they've got me flying. Yes! Thunderbolt!
This is Wellington Control. Alpha Wing, you're cleared and may launch anytime.
You know, this is very depressing. We're stuck here without any action or Kilrathi. There's nothing interesting in this system at all.
Don't get down about it, man. Just do what I do in these kinds of situations. Imagine you're on a beach somewhere, soaking in the sunshine, drinking in the ocean breeze, surrounded by the sounds of summertime and lots, and I mean lots, of beautiful
Hey, thanks for reminding me. The last time I was on a beach, I was 17 and had a wonderful time with this amazing girl. She was a redhead, very smart and very exciting. I wonder where she is now.
Sounds nice. Last time I was on a beach, I spent the whole day meditating on the waves. It was very serene.
Yeah, the last time I was on a beach, I was with Ninja. While he was busy contemplating nature, I was busy keeping all the women company.
Why does that not surprise me?
Hey, Major, do you have any nice beach and sunshine memories?
You know, Assassin, as a matter of fact, I do.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear it.
I remember my last R&R. I had orders from the ship psychologist to take some shore leave, relax, and work on getting control of my anger. He told me that as a squadron leader, I can't lead if I can't keep my temper in control. I came back from that leave feeling refreshed and much more in control of myself. I think I've been doing a lot better managing my anger since then.
Glad to hear you've got the whole anger management thing down. Because if that's the case, then I guess it's okay to tell you what the ship's shrink told me what I need to work on. Said I need to stop using Major Ba's toothbrush to scrub the toilets. Although it gets them really clean. It will be pretty hard to give up that habit.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Good luck with that. Well, the ship psychologist told me that I need to stop charging my drinks to Major Ba's account.
So that was you guys? That's it! I'm gonna kick your sorry hind parts from here to Vega!
So, Major, how's that anger management thing going for you?
Just set course for Nap 1.
Hey, we're just messing with you. You know that, right?
It's how we show you how much we like you.
Proceed to next waypoint.
This sounds like a conversation I've had before. Oh, look at that ship. It's a big frackin' lawn dart flying through space, covered in guns! Oh, I love it!
Major, we're nearing the asteroid field.
Roger. Flight. Arm full guns. Let's have some target practice.
Arming guns.
Use just your guns. As I said before, if you fire any missiles, come out of your pay. Keep an eye on your shielding. Now destroy some asteroids, pilots.
Wow, this thing's firepower is completely different from the Arrow. I'm just ripping apart these asteroids like butter.
No sluggish from me, man. I'll take an Arrow over anything, any day.
Yeah, same here. This Hellcat's just slowing me down.
That's why you two are here. You guys need to diversify your skill sets. Wait, got something on the comm channel. Patching it through.
Major, this is Wellington Control. One of our Hellcat patrols picked up a signal and went in all by themselves to stir up trouble without calling for backup. They are now under attack by an overwhelming number of pirates not far from your position.
Wellington Control, who are the pilots?
Captain Burton and Lieutenant Cooper, Pink, and Hornaday.
Jeez, what was Burton thinking? He had orders.
Captain Burton reported that Lieutenant Cooper peeled off from formation and engaged without orders. Captain Burton ordered the rest of the wing to attack to allow Cooper to withdraw, but then the fighting became too intense.
Wellington, we will assist them. Heading to Nap 2. Activate the autopilot.
Great.
Proceed to next
Damn it,
waypoint.
champ. Ugh, of course. The moment we're going to have a nice, relaxing asteroid blasting session, and these idiots have to go get themselves killed.
Alright, we're closing in on their last known position. Now this is real, kids, so stay sharp. This is Major Boz. Bravo Flight, where are you guys?
Good to hear from you, Major. This is Bravo Flight. We are heavily engaged.
Burton, get your wing out of there. Withdraw to our position at once.
There's too many of them. We can't withdraw without exposing ourselves to enemy fire. I've got it under control, guys. I've already killed 3 of them. Just keep them off my back and watch me go. I'm on my way to ace in a day. What do you think about that, Markham?
Cooper, don't be an idiot. Captain Burton, we are moving to assist.
Make it fast, Major.
Alrighty.
Wait, I've got a missile closing. It flew right past the countermeasures.
champ! He's dead! We're getting swarmed!
That's 2 pilots down. Burton and Cooper are down.
I'm reading a pirate cap ship. Also detecting a swarm of racers and demons.
Sandman, pay attention. This is what happens when you get overconfident. You end up dead. Worse, you end up getting other people killed.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk about it later. We've got 2 pilots still out there who are put in a bad situation by no fault of their own. Sass and Ninja, attack the pirate fighters.
No problem.
Gotcha. Woobler, Floyd, what's your status?
I'm pretty shot up.
Same here.
You 2 are to withdraw as soon as we make contact with the enemy. We'll occupy them long enough to let you slip away. Sandman, attack the Carnivan. I'm authorizing you to use your torpedo. I will cover you and take the shot if you miss.
Roger. Arming torpedo.
Give me a lock.
Yeah. What's it say in your manual about this?
Wait. There's a control that I need to remember. Check it next. Yep, S. Weapons. Even if it doesn't kill it instantly, it'll knock out its weapon system targeting.
Yeah. What's it say in your manual about this?
Sorry for the epilepsy warning.
Concept pilots suck.
Carnivan down.
1 pirate frigate down.
I'll rip your friggin' head off!
Will you? Do you really think that? Because, check out my guns. Yeah. Hello, friendo. Let's just see some match behind this guy.
I hate pirates.
Yeah, well, I hate playing Hellcats even more.
Shut up.
Wait, that pig!
Fighter.
I'll rip your friggin' head off! Yeah. What's it say in your manual about this?
Fine. Rear shield's down. Alright, that's bad. Power to shields.
Concept pilots suck.
Ah! He didn't even try to chaff it.
Wait, that pig!
Yeah, well. Die, pirate scum!
Wait, that pig!
Good job, people. Especially you, rookie.
Thank you, sir.
Sandman, remember this. In war, people die. It's an everyday reality. The real tragedy is when people die when they didn't have to. That's what happened here today. Cooper's arrogance killed both him and Burton. What a waste. We'll have to complete Bravo's flight patrol. Let's move on to nav 3.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Seriously though, who goes... Come on. Don't go rushing in for glory when there's a whole swarm of pirates waiting to gank you.
There's nothing here, sir.
Wait, I'm picking up multiple disturbances at the jump point.
How many?
I'm picking up 8 capital ships. One of them's a carrier. It's a big one, too.
Hey, relax. It's Confederation. Our guys, you know?
Unidentified fighters, this is the TCS Kennedy requesting your identification codes.
Roger that, Kennedy. Transmitting codes.
Okay, your codes check out. What's going on, guys?
We just had a tangle with some pirates, including a frigate. We took out the trash. How about you?
We're here for resupply.
Really? Here?
Yeah, well, orders are orders, I guess.
Of course.
You guys seem to be low on fuel and weapons. Why don't you land on our deck? We'll fill you up and reload you in case you run across any more pirates on the way back home. Our zombie wolf squadron will keep stuff quiet for the time being.
Sure, we'll take you up on that offer.
No problem. Thanks for all the help you guys have been doing to support us heavy carriers on the front. You are clear to land.
You heard the lady. Land at the Kennedy for rearm and refuel.
Mission complete.
God, look at that ship. Look at this fleet. I actually built a pseudo replica of the Southampton class in Space Engineers once. God, it was a good ship. Have never attempted to build a Kennedy, though. Never will either. These things are huge. Or Lexington class, not Kennedy class.
Very nice work, Sandman. Not bad for your first time in a Thunderbolt. Now that we are back on the Wellington, you can stop drooling. Only the very best and most experienced pilots are assigned to the fleet's new Lexington-class heavy carriers. You've got a long way to go before you qualify for that kind of service. We lost 2 men today because of one pilot's mistake. Lieutenant Cooper ignored the order not to engage without orders and backup. He wanted some kills for himself. In doing so, he needlessly endangered himself and the 3 other pilots in his wing. Now he and his wing leader, a veteran pilot, are dead. I want you to take Burton and Champ's death as a lesson. When you see numbers beyond your abilities, you call in for backup. You do not light your afterburners in an attempt to find some glory. Unlike what you have seen in the holovids, there are no heroes out there. Don't get so confident in your own abilities that you underestimate your enemies. That is the quickest way to get outfitted with the coffin. The funeral is tomorrow at 0900. Uniform will be Class A dress blues. Be there.
Yep. I think there's text ahead. Yep. And I think we're going... Chapter 4. Rest in peace, sons of bitches. Oh, I love it. With this, I think we're going to stop for the first episode. It's been a good one, and I hope that it's been uploading well. If not, well, I'll keep fiddling with it. right, I forgot. The reason that the Kennedy is here is to relieve them of all of their combat fighters, because they would be of more use on the front line. Foreshadowing! Yeah. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to about do it for the first episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.